Hi, this is John, and welcome to this video about the making of Bansuri Dreams. You may have seen this recording. And the background is that we had made the first recording facing east, and that turned out great, but it took a long time. But anyway, this guy contacted me, he said he had a record company, and he would like to do the second release. And we started talking about what it would take and the budgets, and I said, listen, and he told me the budget. And I said, well, we really can't do it for that, because to get a whole group and elaborate compositions and mixing in the studio, we just need a much bigger budget. But I said, listen, for the budget you've talked about, I could just go into the studio and just improvise with the bamboo flute. Because, of course, this instrument is just so beautiful by itself, you know. So he said yes. And so I went ahead and I did like 6 just improvisations, just turning on the microphone and just improvising, mostly within ragas. There was one piece called Heart Rise, which is totally out of the raga. So the other ones are traditional ragas, like Malkonts. Malkonts is like a midnight raga. Very meditative. And then some other ones like Shud Sarang and Bimpalasi and Bhupali. And so we had these 6 recordings that came really nice. And we were mixing them in the studio, and the producer came, he said, hey, you know, I think we ought to have just a couple pieces with a beat, with a drum, just because it might help radio airplay or whatever. So luckily, my friend Ken Anoff was around, and he had this instrument called a hajini, which is kind of the sound, it's like a clay, it kind of duplicates the sound of a guttam, which is the South Indian clay pot. So this is a hajini, had some clay sound, but he had different hookups to it, etc., that he could get the sound really clear. So Ken and I just improvised these 2 tunes, Happy Journey and Bengali Folk Song. And so that made 8 cuts. And so that just turned out really nice. So the first one, Happy Journey, is just based on a very simple scale, a pentatonic scale, Rag Durga. Was totally improvised on the spot. Then the next one is called Heart Rise. That's the one that's not based on any particular raga. This actually has a bit of a story. Years and years and years ago, I was in a group called Gandharva, and that group only did 1 show, even though we were playing music for a while. And that was in Fairfield, Iowa. And I was playing, and I remember a really close friend of mine, I was playing, and then she walked in the door, this person I have a really heart connection with, and then when I saw her, I just had this heart expansion happen. It was kind of just like it just sort of happened. And as I was playing, this melody came out, and it was improvised at the time, but I went back and found that melody, and I made that the basis of the second piece called Heart Rise. And then I also connected it to a beautiful quote from Ramana Maharshi, where he said, let the mind sink into the heart. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful advice. So that's a very etc., etc. The third piece is Rag Malkonts, and that's a beautiful midnight raga, very meditative. And my style playing there is very much inspired by my Bansuri guru Hari Prasad Chaurasia, who every day I thank that I met this man, because to have spent time with him and the beauty and the incredible artistry and the sound he gets from this instrument has been a constant inspiration. The fourth cut was Bengali Folk Song, and that came out really nice. Again, it was just improvised with Ken and me in the studio. I'd played the tune, of course, before, but we just improvised that version of it, and that came out really nice. I think the next one, the fifth piece is, oh yeah, Madhuban Tea. That's a very strong raga. You have this. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re sa. Madhuban Tea, it's got that strong interval. You have the minor third, and then you have the major fourth. So it gives it that sort of pungent quality to it. Then the next one is called Noon Mist. And this is based off a raga that often you play at noon, Rag Shuddh Sarang. This is really one of my favorite ragas. This raga is very interesting because it has two different fourths. You have this ni sa ga ma pa ni sa sa ni da pa ma re ni sa. So you have the sharp fourth on the way up and the regular fourth on the way down. Just a very peaceful feeling. The next raga is a raga known as Bimpalasi. Bimpalasi is one of my first ragas I really fell in love with because I saw Ravi Shankar, I heard. There was an album, one of my first Indian music loves was Ravi Shankar live at the Monterey Pop Festival, where he does a version of Rag Bimpalasi for 27 minutes with just solo sitar, no tablas come in. And that raga is deeply embedded in my psyche. So this is my short version of Rag Bimpalasi, not 27 minutes, but just 6 or 7 minutes. But it's a beautiful, sublime meditation piece. And then the last piece is Rag Bhupali. I called it Peace Thy Will Be Done. And so that, again, is another beautiful, very simple pentatonic raga. So that's Rag Bhupali. So all in all, I'm really happy the way Bansuri Dreams came out because the simplicity and beauty of this instrument, let me get back a little bit to show it to you. The simplicity and beauty of this simple bamboo flute is just so beautiful. It doesn't need too much. So many people feel this is their favorite recording. Many people have said they've played it while their child is being born. Many people have told me they're playing it while they're in the death process. It just relaxed them out of whatever situation, physical pain they were in. So anyway, I'm very happy. I'm thinking about I should really do a recording like this, just with a simple bansuri with some simple backgrounds. So something like that might be coming. So again, thanks for listening. And again, you can check out all our stuff at johnflute.com or our shop, johnfluteshop.com. Or you can go to our Facebook page, catch up with us, John Wubbenhorst Music. That's the name of our Facebook page. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening, and enjoy.